So this is likely to be the last part for the streams because we're extremely far in the game. Right in front of the dungeon that leads into the climaxes. And we still have Nico moving. I still want to check the sound real quick because it's really loud on my side. Which, like, super loud. Alright, let's give it another quick try. Yep, it's sounds like it. There's zero issues here. Alright. Oh, hello, right, and happy Friday. Although, yeah, by now I don't think it's Saturday for you yet. Alright. And again, we're gonna play both endgames. Starting with the Shinky one, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. Which will require us to play a bit with the events, a tiny bit. But it shouldn't take too long. I just need to make a few notes, and it's gonna take a few minutes. But yeah, at this point in the game, this should be mostly easy. We're gonna be still running away an awful lot to save time. See how fast we can clear this game. Or at least the time before. Oh no, that's right. Now we got the flower, so we're gonna be able to shoot Mario fireballs. Alright. There's also something I want to test real quick before we hit the boss in this area. Yeah, Marissa seems to still be slowing us down a bit. But yeah, by now I imagine it's like 7:39 instead, since it's 1 hour behind, earlier than us or something, or the opposite. I know that Alberta is 1 hour later, since I'm in Mountain Time. Oh wow, and more cash. I don't remember this dungeon being super long, but it's still quite a few. Oh, got a new bow. Which actually MC could equip it if it's good. No, it's not very good. Oh, great. It's gonna be fun to escape from. Two enemies shouldn't be too hard, but once two of them shows up, it's probably going to be a mess. So I assume the path is here? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, progress on the RPG has been going mostly fine, and I don't think there's a chest here. I think this might be the main path. Actually, no, it's just a long path to reach a chest, so it might be something special. Or me trolling the player. No, but one of the best armors in the entire game. Which is actually going to be extremely useful against the boss here. Which reminds me, I should start preparing my party. The boss uses a lot of fire attacks, so. Does anyone wear the firefighter hat here? Okay, so she has the ring, and whether I like it or not, Rimu should keep the crown. It's just too good for her not to use. So MC's gonna use the firefighter hat, and Marissa is kinda screwed. I mean, she's not likely to die, but it's more like that she's gonna take normal fire damage. And I want her to have an instant protection because I think the boss uses a few of those attacks. At least now I'm more like able to progress normally with the game. Like last update, last time I worked on the game, the progress was actually really good. So it seems like I'm finally back into to loop for real this time, hopefully. Yeah, we got quite a few mid bosses and bosses before we're completely done. Mixture of Toho and non-Tohos. But yeah, I'm already off Twitter since yesterday, and immediately it feels great. Like it wasn't like waiting heavily on me, but I just don't like it on that side. There's so much that's so toxic, and it's impossible to get a proper conversation with anyone on that site unless it's by chat. So screw that place. I'd rather pick Facebook over Twitter. Okay, for a moment I thought it might be not possible to press. Oh, and we'll get the Yukio in that robe. Which might be their only robe that MC might be able to wear in the entire... Yeah, you can use it. And it's actually really good for him. Let's see if there's... Miko's clothes might be a bit too OP. Because she's still able to use them. But no, the dragon side is better for her. Oh, by the way, no, actually. Yeah, Marisa can use it. There we go. She's perfectly set for the next boss. To resist damage. Alright. And by now, I'm just getting clothes from people. Shaking my head. Dang it, MC. Oh, got another flower. Ooh, do I have to go all the way down? No, okay. I'm just gonna make a short detour. Oh, yep. Also, dude, wearing some ladies' clothes is MC. No, actually, I suppose the player can decide. Got the ring of the defenseless chick and 5 agility. Now, we're gonna try it, but we're not gonna use it much. It's likely I'm going to change where you get it because it's too far in the game. It's too much for an item. Assuming it does what it's supposed to do, it's important that I see if it works. Someone told me it doesn't work, but it was that other guy that I mentioned in the past. That one jerk. Ah, come on. Looks like a Avengers are hard to escape from. Oh, Battle of NCP. We're gonna have a lot of equipment for the final boss. So, cure all. Let's equip the ring on Marisa. Actually, no, let's save first, because we're probably gonna load. So where is it? Yeah, cripples all stats horribly, but boosts agility. Oh! Hello, so I don't know why, but I find this picture pretty funny. So we're gonna try to run away several times. It doesn't seem to work. That's great. So the ring might be completely useless. But yeah, equip that ring and the wearer becomes crippled. It's just that it gives an insane amount of agility boost. I'm just gonna try a few more tries, but it seems maybe it works a little. The way the running system in this game works seems to be all over the place. Like I've been trying to find the formula, people explaining it on online, and barely found any information on it. Apparently agility does help to escape, but if that was true, wouldn't wearing the ring make it super easier? But it seems to work. Okay. But yeah, well, so I should be getting the game. We've been talking about maybe next week. We're already at 17th. Yeah, I think so. I do fully intend to get it. Yeah, it looks like those guys are truly hard to escape from. You must have a lot of agility. Or maybe it's related to other stats, we never know. Wait, I just want to check the structure here. Oh, I wasn't fully listening. Oh, shameful. I'm just kidding. But there was. Oh yeah, I was just saying that that I should be getting the game next week. So yeah. So assuming you two are still playing it, I'll be able to tag along. Wow, I'm having a memory blank. Oh, zombie, the zombie one. Yeah, exactly, Zomboid. Thank you. Alright, let's skip a lot of dialogue. Yeah, exactly, Project Zomboid. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Or at least close enough. We'll likely be playing it, but private attention game changes extremely fast. Ooh, so maybe. Ooh, so I assume I'm gonna have to pay attention to that because if it's not to be mean, but if you wrap the game pretty quickly, I might not pick it. The sooner you do it, the less likely you want. Okay. It's just that I'm not a good person when it comes to immediate and expected expenses. It's not much like me in regard to obsessive. I'm kind of in the middle, to be honest. Like there's some games I stick a lot with, or at least until I beat them. And then there are some games I always come back and forth between. I was curious if the oh, I'm talking about another game. Pokemon Rocky Shrine on Switch is going to be really a remake of the original, but based on the Japanese title, it seems it's going to be the same antagonist. And the reason why I find that interesting is that, well, this game has some strong connections to Pokemon Rocky later on, or what is it called? Kiki no Kaikai, I believe it's called. Much as can stick for a game for a week or more, but he tends to switch all the time. And again, he loves projects and well, definitely play it later. Alright. Let's begin every time. Okay, that's a good sign. Because in hindsight, I wonder if it was a good idea that I got Phasmophobia. It's a great game, but at the same time, I think it's a game that can be only enjoyed with other people. Chinky Zeng and Arngi. Hello, Zero. Nice to see you. I think we have two boss fights here, I believe. It's actually I can say for sure if it's easier or harder than the other version. Technically, if you have fire resistances, it's probably easier. There's something actually asked me to invite you to, but I kind of feel weird about pushing you. Like, I actually like to play. And speaking of Pokemon, like the sprite leaves no one big with a here. The way the story progresses is explained, and everything is completely different between True End Game A and True End Game B, and this is B. So there's saying the game updated at least twice, which is much scarier. The thing that's hilarious about Phasmophobia for me is that so far I haven't seen any of the spirit's corpse or whatever attack me in the face because they always cut me from behind or something like that. So all I've seen is their hands. So I haven't been able to get startled all too much. And it doesn't help that the last few times we played, I was acting really reckless, so I kinda expected an attack. Oh, yeah, we can save here. It's a backup save. And talk to Remu, and there we go. We're all sitting ready to go. We can set this surface close for today. Yeah, you're right. It's the attention of being caught. No, you can't run away from this, so you have to use your tools to survive, I imagine? Alright, we're fighting this dude for the third time. This shouldn't be too hard since most of his skills are mostly the same. And it's to the point that I'm convinced that Miko will need a nerf. She's too powerful. Her equipment is bullshit. It's too good. Later equipment is better, but still. Hey, I just thought of an idea for Remelia's route since our age is up for controversy. Could do this, make it so you expect it. But not to tease your sister too much and with her pride she makes new butler. I suppose that's a potential option. So I have no idea what's going on in the game, but it sure is important. They kind of remind me of like that quote, like "I'm happy for you" or "I'm sorry." No, I'm not reading this. I'm happy for you. I'm sorry. You have to get really good at hiding and spotting warning signs. Like if you leave your electronics on now, I mean, oh shit! So they made it. They buffed the ghost basically. All right, and he's probably going to absorb that one thingy that I'm forgetting. Darkness. I'm kind of lucky so far. Nobody's getting paralyzed from the moon. I have a feeling this is going to be extremely easy. Like not even close. They're hitting hard and I'm over level. The dude is probably around level 80. I'm not even sure that there is debuff triggered on anyone either. I forgot that there's any monster sounds in Phasmophobia, mostly because it's one of the things that seems not to. There probably are sounds in general, but the lack of monster sounds might make it a tiny bit less scary for me. Oh, I need to change the name of the stream. This won't take long. There we go. It's popping up. There we go. And I'm just gonna reset the screen because it's showing me as not working properly, and I wanted to make sure it's still fine. Just hope it's not lagging or anything. Here we go. I didn't remember he had Earthquake hit though. It's been so long, so he does have some new moves. Oh, hello Chris. Going through one of the final boss sequence before the climax. Not that sort of climax. It was so bad. Oh yeah, nice to see you. I hope you've been doing pretty well lately, because I know it's not always easy for you. Well, I mean, that goes without saying that. I know that sometimes it's been really rough for you. Oh my goodness, what happened here? So I'm going to assume that Miko is gonna be faster than he is. So where is it? Ah, here it is. No, Miko's gonna resurrect. My vision must be failing me because I'm having a hard time finding certain items. I want to work on a log, but I've also been trying to look for a job this week. Kinda getting worried. Yeah, don't make yourself feel bad about it. It's really not your fault. Whoops, what am I doing? But I can only imagine how frustrating it is. And I picked the wrong move. Then again, I guess she refreshed her buff. I didn't remember that attack makes you strong, but then again, it's a melee attack, so I guess it's to be expected. Marissa isn't doing much so far. Let's try Luminous Strike. There we go. Oh, was it a two-phase fight or was it split between? I forgot. Good job remembering my own game. Oh, I think it might be a two-phase fight. Yep, here we go. Monsters somehow become bigger. Now the annoyance during this fight is the fact that he's likely to use intelligence down because I'm probably gonna try to sell out a crap ton of stuff once I'm done to clear my inventory. I don't need cheap items anymore. I can afford expensive goodies. And since she resists darkness, she doesn't even have to fear that. Because yeah, I'm looking at my inventory, it's taking 3 hours to get through that dang thing. Let's see if she can do some damage with Master Spark now. I'm not even going to bother applying Rock, because I'm just gonna delete it. So far the boss is kind of sucking because his nastier debuffs aren't even sticking. Guess I'm gonna do this and then use Marissa to refill Nico's SPs. But yeah, I'm kinda hoping to get that new update done as ASAP because it's been taking forever, and I'm hoping I want it already no later than the start of January. What's their HPs? Guess I should apply a barrier. But Nico's last skill is going to take a nerf for the HP buff. It's just too powerful. I don't remember the percentage of HP she gains, but it seems pretty ridiculous. Oh great. Probably gonna have to cast Greater Miracle to remove intelligence down. Maris is also one of those characters that's gonna need that buff from that thingy. Oh yeah, adding attack to magic skills because it just doesn't work with intelligence only. RPG Maker does a poor job to make it viable later in the game. You're still capable of doing some damage all the way to the end, but doesn't really compare with the others. It does feel extremely weird to me, however, that oh there we go, that's his ultimate. And even with the defense, wow, that was actually pretty vicious. But yeah, that means we're already far in the fight. It's a good sign. Yeah, let's see. After this we have 2 mid bosses. Wow. It was easy. I shouldn't be surprised because I'm overleveled, but still. I hope the lighting is not going to be an issue after this. Because I'm going to have to fix it. Probably immediately after. So there's probably going to be a few more boss fights after this that I'll be adding in the game, but there's not an awful lot left. But yeah, 2 mid bosses, 1 nasty boss fight, 1 effect, 2 a boss with 2 phases, 1 more boss, and then the true final boss sequence. And that's before mentioning the random encounter mid bosses, which can thankfully be escaped from. It's just that I wanted to put something special. But yeah, immediately this is completely different from the other endgame. The dungeon, the final boss, and the encounters are completely unlike the others. Actually, there's 2 bosses you fight, but that are in the other endgame, but they're a completely different sequence, and one of them behaves completely different. Being one of the hardest bosses in the game, I'd go as far as to say. Alright, so yep, even though you're in the climax of the game, you still have access to full heal, and there's checkpoints to help the heal shop and all that stuff. Yeah, let's sell all that junk I don't need. So don't need the sunflower seeds. We're gonna use the buffed items also finally. 11 delicious puddings. We're gonna use all that stuff in the incoming fights and speed things up. Yeah, I have so much. Flower of Makai. Oh, even more money. We don't need any of this. We're gonna refill our pear juice. Melon juice. We already have strawberry filled up. Now let's see the party. Let's check the other party levels. Serial is at 80. So to be 83 UB. Ah, Ichini is only at 81. We might have to stick to Mystia. It's not the worst case scenario, especially since I'll be able to check. Oh yeah, I picked up show extremely late. Yeah, it looks like the average between 80 and 85, except some that are much later, like in RC. Oh, I might have to raise Shinki's starting level. I mean, 70 is not bad, but if you clear the other content, she should probably start a bit later. Maybe 80. Alright, guess we're gonna keep Myers after all. At least she'll be able to clear the minions easily. It's not super long, but there's still quite a few rooms with some stuff rewarding the player. The player for going after the goodies, like some rare equipment, some of the best in the game. And since it has a more technological take for the true end game, there's items that are appropriate for it. I guess I should heal reasonably often. It gets more lively during the second third of this dungeon. Speaking of Toho music that I find extremely underrated, I think that Eastern Yokai Beauty is one of the most underrated themes in the entire series. Okay, you don't need, by the way, you don't need to write down the numbers. He writes down the notes for you, so you don't have to get through this bullshit. There we go, we got one of the orbs. Well, computers taken care of. I think there's 3 of them to be able to progress. Paralysis Road, is it going to be before Makai or after and for Alice? It's going to be a bit of both. Like you're gonna have some events before Makai, and then you're gonna get some after you're in. We got Roland's Oliphant, which is a good one-like item, which gives remove even more obscene. Can anyone else equip it? I think Nico can, but actually it's I was going to say it's actually better than the 7-star Sword, but she loses a crap ton of magic defense. Wow, there's too many drawbacks. I mean, I wanted the 7-star Sword to be really strong, but it has so many advantages. Roland rolling up with the elephant. How about Marisa? Can she equip it? No, she can't. She can equip Merlin's staff, but I'm not sure. Oh, but if I give her this, she loses a crap ton of magic defense. What's up with that? Remember if it was remove that. Okay, let's make sure I can equip it. I remember using it during recording though, so that's why I find it weird I'm not using it. I think there's a hidden chest here. Let's just confirm. Yeah, there we go. Elephant CP. So you have knowledge. Yeah, we fight a lot of great enemies here, which are, of course, all weak to electricity. So if you have characters that can exploit it, it actually gets super easy. Characters like Aku, if she gets her skills. Unicorn's horn. Oh no, I think it's the unicorn's horn that I used. Or did I? What class of weapon was it? Why is it a skull? Maybe I'm gonna have to check that again because that's really weird. Yeah, there's definitely something that feels off about these bits of equipment. Oh, touche. Because it's a bone. That might have been my reasoning back then. It's a bit odd, but I guess it makes sense. I think that's the room that leads us back to the main part of the ship that we explored earlier, so we don't need to go. We can go there. Due to plot reasons. I really love puns, yes. Visual and whether they are visual or not. Puns can be one of the lowest form of humor, but if it's done properly, it can be really funny. Then again, I also love stuff like non-humor, like really lousy jokes. There we go. Our first fight of the place. It's more of a mid-boss fight. Yep, we're fighting a yin yang orb, a metallic one at the very least. Obviously, it's not going to take any effects. Oops. I don't think I'm gonna bother applying MC's Vigor Plus bonus, but the next boss fight I'm gonna have to, because it's consider it one of the hardest boss fights in the game. It was hard while I was recording. Ugh. Okay. So I guess it resists time and star maybe. Yikes. Eventually, it's going to learn a new skill that unique for this dungeon. Today I'm killing a Yang Corp. Let's try Master Spark, I guess. Okay, actually it works really well. But MC's back. Oh. I guess its defense is so high that it's pointless to even use tackle at this point. Boy. Screw it, I guess I'm gonna apply his super buff to see if it helps. But I might have to use MC as a support to keep Maris's SP up instead. So there's your answer. Oof. Just want to check how much damage it's gonna do. The enemies that are in the hundreds and thousands of HPs at this point are routine. They are to be expected. Which flies by reasonably fast most of the time. Ow. Whoops, actually picked the wrong moves completely. Don't know what's up with this. I can't afford to do these sorts of scrubs towards the climax because I'm gonna get wiped out. Fortunately, there's a lot of saving spots during the final sequence. Also, like happy-go-lucky jokes that go start, like Yuki is the one who saves the production. Mystia. Oh yeah. Then again, I wouldn't say that Mystia is particularly part of anything connected to Yugi or each other. Okay, actually Boil is working well. I guess the idea is rust, so it's sweet to water. Okay. Oh, it's actually pretty far in the game, and holy schmoly. It's actually hit like crazy. But I need to restore MC's SPs so he can keep his healing going. And it inflicts wound on top of that. Normally this is a pretty fast fight, but since MC doesn't have a lot of options, that kinda hurts. Now I have to fetch Remu's SP. I'm probably gonna fight some of the mid bosses along the way, just to test them. They don't have a lot of HP. Ah, great. Rude. Just have to use Greater Miracle this time. And keeping those SPs up is being surprisingly rough. Okay, that's not too bad. At least I can use this turn to restore some SPs. Actually, no, I'm gonna use MC to use oil. Wait. Okay. Use Maris too. Heals Nico's SPs. Formers are being stuck as a support for quite a while. It's kind of weird. MC was the last to attack. That's actually rare as hell. I guess the characters have enough buffs to make it happen. Shit. Kind of sucks that I'm stuck having only Nico attacking the fight right now. Now you just noticed that we're already 43 minutes in. Oof. This might take longer than I was expecting, but I fully intend to finish this tonight. Come on, Wes, you gotta do those stat rats. I guess that in the normal situations I would have probably grinded Ichirin or another character that's strong like that. But right now it's kinda hard to make it work, so... Come on, finish it this turn. There we go. Yoka-Cola X stage. That totally sounds like the sound, what that orb, the sound that orb would do while running away. Alright, heals SPs. I just want to double check what Yoka-Cola X stage does. I think it basically gives you a comically big agility boost, but it hurts your HP. Like you literally takes HP damage when you use it. Yeah, so good. Yokai will die for it. Increase agility to 150%, but inflicts 250 damage when consumed. Okay. Suddenly the Yoka-Cola went to a very dark slogan. Yeah. Enough to kill you if your HP, like if you're exhausted for example, it's gonna kill you. But yeah, there we go. Our first mid-boss, and it's the Golden Kedama of all things. Great. I'm pretty curious to see how it's gonna play out, because while I was recording this for the upload, it turned out to be turned out to be one of the hardest mid-bosses in the entire game. Like, I'm not even taking this thing lightly. Holy crap. I kind of went for music that fits either in terms of the name of the music theme or just the mood in general. Like, the name of the music that plays right now, for example, is almost a pun. The name is called Pile Up Stack. If you put it at the beginning of the battle, then that's a big... Yeah. It's especially useful for healers to keep a control of the fight. But it's extremely rare. In fact, it's introduced in this part of the game. But the point is there a reason beside the gameplay that Yuka does not train and use to make sure that it comes out good? I guess the idea is that at this point of the game, at first MC wouldn't really trust her either, so it's kind of hard to make this work. Oh great, that's rude. Everyone's blinded by its magnificent power. Oh no, she's faster, so rip. If we defeat the mid-boss, we don't refight it. We're gonna escape. But yeah, it's hitting for half HP for most of the characters. Mercedes ain't doing much, unfortunately. We might have to replace her for real. At least once we reach the next checkpoint. I don't even remember which game this music comes from. It's not from Sing Saga 3 at the very least, but it's a remix with its sound music, so I'm not sure. Oh wow, that's even worse. To the point that MC is doing some of the highest damage against it. Oof. The enemy sure is absolutely rude. That's some really nasty damage, and my party does get affected pretty badly by a blind. If the boss outpaces Remu, I might be facing a wipe even. Ooh, survived. That might have been its strongest normal attack. You won't face... What? How did he miss? Oh, great. But yeah, as I was saying, you won't find these mid-bosses everywhere in the second section. Oh. Oh. Crap. I did say it was pretty vicious last time, but man, what's going on here? I have no idea I'm gonna survive this if it uses its super move again. I could use a stronger XP item, but I won't do that. I was even using a weaker healer for this fight last time, so the fact that I'm wiping out is pretty surprising. It's to the point I have to go waste a full turn to patch up, and I got lucky that she missed. She probably is still blind, because if she didn't miss, she might have been able to one-shot Marisa. Oh no, oh phew, okay. No, I didn't even remove her. Confusion? Ah, oof, okay. It's too late for the protect right now. More stupid would be to just because it is poison. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, okay, no confusion at least this time. It's pretty far in the fight at the very least, so I have a chance to finish it, but man. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what you mean here. Trying to figure out. Oh, it does have intelligence now. Great. Oh, I didn't even use the right attack. What the hell am I doing? I'm doing a lot of mistakes. He's dead. Shit. And they didn't even restore speed. And she's out of it. Wow, she's dead again. Let's see here. Sunflower. Fuck it. Although I could have maybe tried to use Marisa to restore her SP. I'm not sure we're gonna fight all of them after all, because it's gonna be time consuming. Wow. Restore SP. Move this. I'm completely fucked here. Why is he missing? That's something I want to know though. How the hell does this work? It makes no sense. Oh boy. Here we fucking go again. And it's pretty stubborn about that whole dying thing on top of that. It actually has a pretty loaded kit in terms of what it's capable of. Blindness, intelligence down, confusion, and legitimately intimidating damage. It's actually hard for me to keep up while one of my supports is down. Oh, finally. But yeah, it doesn't give like 1 or 2, 3,000. No, it gives 14,000. At least to make it worthwhile to speed up the grinding. And some of them are easier, and they all have weaknesses. So you can, once you learn about them, you can exploit them. It was almost just to some balls. It was a pretty ballsy boss though, I'll say. Okay, we got the beam rifle. I don't think anyone can equip it here though. It's not a legendary item, so MC can't equip it. Oh great. Here's a Gensokyo 2 rushed release. We're gonna be fighting those enemies an awful lot, so let's GTFO. They'll have their music teams as well. Like that one was a remix of a team from Genius of Saphiros. Oh great. Fighting the Avian Dark Force, which is, as you expect, a much nastier version of the original. It's gonna be fun going from back and forth between rooms. But in the always, we'll never meet those mid bosses. Like for example, if I get in a fight here, it's just going to be normal enemies. As soon as I enter this room, it's bosses that start popping up. Got the M Scorpion. Got the Beam Saber, which might be better for Miko finally. No way. Actually, it hits harder. Just that the damn 7-star sword gives too many defenses. It's a stupid weapon. Maybe it has a buff attached to it. Let's check her stats. No, it doesn't. So it really has stupidly high stats. How about MC? Because what's so good about the Beam Saber is it will ignore nearly the defense of every single boss in the game, including this section. The only ones that will resist it are the 2 final bosses, I believe. Man. And yeah, this is a remix of Nitori's Final Boss theme, the one she spotted in her house. Oh wow, that was easy. Oh boy. Ow! I guess I'm gonna just heal with remove for now. Got the energy bow. It's like no fights on wall game out of here. Got the high-tech phone. Characters like Yukari and Atate. It's for that I know that, from what I understand, Yukari does have a cell phone. Oh, but in the ultimate version of the bucket. It's probably the strongest version in the entire game. Even the other one in the true end game. Oh yeah, true end game A. Put the bottle of relaxing tea. I'm fighting a lot of scorpions though. I'm not meeting a lot of the other ones. Scorpion isn't too nasty, it's just that it has some very strong physical attacks tied with venom. Got the energy drill for spear users. Note that we still haven't met 2 of the mid bosses so far. This is also where it's going to suck. I actually dread this part. For real. Should I forget to restore my AC? This is the final boss fight before we get really the third and final part. At least now I know it's weak to oil, but that's not what I fear the most about it. It gets worse after this. I can't even afford to have Marisa apply a chain spell. She's gonna just kill herself using it. Now the equip, apply Vigor Plus on the main character and all that stuff. I'm gonna need it. It's probably aside for the true final boss in the last round, this might have been the fight I struggled the most with during recording. Yeah, let's go with this. It's admittedly tempting to use Chain Spell on Marisa because the agility boost it gives her changes how she plays completely. But what follows after this, the orb, is just so... It's capable of being so savage as a boss. Its AoEs are pretty overwhelming. In fact, I'm going to apply a Greater Miracle for this because I believe that the Cold Wave lowers physical defense. Thankfully, it has less HPs as well, so this fight is pretty quick, relatively painless. Let's use Marisa to restore some SP this turn. I might use some bottles of fancy tea here as well, if necessary. Oh yep, I'm starting to use rotating blade. That means we're near the end of the fight. At least this round. Yeah, looking at how fast. Oh, okay, yeah, let's use Greater Miracle. Looking at how much damage Mars is doing to the boss, I think it's weak to that macro. Hopefully, the next round we'll do it as well. So, we're going to rather attack with Mars and Nico this turn. I already have a good idea of what I'll stream after this if we make it to the end. I mean, we will. That much is unambiguous. It's just how long it's going to take. If we're gonna have time to play another game. There we go. Here we go again. So how much damage? Oh, so Maris is not very good here. That's great. Hopefully, it's gonna take some good damage from time damage, but I wouldn't bet on it. Thinking about it, how many times do we fight this thing in the game? I think this is the second time. Okay. Don't think lower dexterity should be a problem for Miko, thankfully. Let's try Darkness. I don't think it's gonna do anything special. At least there's kind of like a mild indicator of how much HP the boss is taking based on its status. Wow, that actually did nothing on MC almost. I don't know what's up with that. Probably because he has a resistance or something to it. Yeah, after this, I think the next boss fight should be more mellow. And it's the... No, I was going to say it's the last fight, the boss fight before the final boss, but now there's one more. But it shouldn't be too brutal. XP seems to be pretty fine this turn. This might be a fight where Sane is better than Remu, to be honest, because physical defense gets to turn into a big deal. Oh, great. Spend the Witch. Yeah, for the final boss, I might try another different character named Mystia. Which is why I decided to keep my extra items for the time being. This damage is going fairly smoothly right now. I think I'm gonna put that magic defense just in case. And let's hope I don't regret it. But I do have a feeling that this true final boss will be lengthy. When it's going to say Endeavor, I'm going to say Ordeal. Let's see. We'll know that the boss fight is getting closer when we start hearing Oku's spell card sound. That like, and when it starts to do its bullshit attacks. At this point, it's going to start doing attacks that can cut the HP for some party members by half. Well, not half, but like 4,000 is able to take at least half HP or more. What am I doing here? Okay, this. Yeah, at this point I'm going to just use Remu to heal herself. Can afford to use Miko without restoring SP, and we're actually going to use Marisa to heal Remu as well. To conserve SPs for them. Ah, great. Now we can start to say goodbye to our buffs as well. Or at least most of them. Some of them will stick, but some don't get deleted. Oh boy. There's that other boss that's later. I don't dread as much, but I know it's capable of doing some nasty tricks. But at the same time, I don't assume it's gonna be too bad, mostly because of it's somewhat more straightforward kit. But I think it's another dispel heavy boss fight. Like it won't spam a AoE dispel, but all of its sword attacks will. Oh, there we go. Although I'm surprised it didn't do as much more damage. Oh well, then again it's Remu shit. She's filled with all sorts of heavy armor equipment. Other party members will probably take 5,000 to 6,000, probably 5,000, except maybe MC because he has a debuff. But yeah, the boss is starting to flash rapidly, so we're in a fight, but now he's going to use its very vicious ones. Yeah, this one. Oh my goodness. If Remu attacks first, this turn she's gonna go down and then we'll fuck. I'm gonna use this turn to, and I suppose attack with Marisa. Okay, she should be fine, assuming I don't get outpaced. Okay, I'm fine. Wait, I'm worried that it's going to spam it. At this point, MC almost has to serve its healing back up. Marisa being an SP slave. I didn't want to make the boss hard, but I hope I didn't make it. Didn't go too far. Okay, so ooh boy, she might go down this turn if I don't put some full healing, and I don't really want to do that. Okay, she should be surviving this. Okay. So far it's good. I got things under control at the very least, so it might be going a bit easier than last time. But that wound actually is... It's kind of scary. She might go down this turn if I get lucky enough. Okay, no. Yes, I'm gonna restore some of Marisa's SPs. I'm gonna have to restore Suremu's SP next time she AoEs, which is probably this turn. Nope, okay. Actually, what I'm gonna... Yeah, I need to remove Terror from her, otherwise if she gets hit, she dies. Lately, or I wasn't going to say lately, but more like recently, I used to play a certain Doom WOD called Akaldama. It actually starts super good, like it's ridiculously great, fun exploration maps. But by the end, it gets really, really, really bad. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't have the choice but to spend a turn not attacking. Because the map 20 turns into a super tight and compact sort of map where a lot of strong enemies are everywhere. And to make matters worse, there's also the traps to kind of like instant kill you. So you have some like a trial and error in a first-person shooter when it wasn't part of the game before. So, and then there's like more than 400 enemies, so it takes super long. But phew, that was actually way easier than last time. So we got one of the biggest hurdles taken care of. But it still speaks volume about this boss, that it was still hard even if I was over leveled. After this, I'm going to be able to change the party and look for a replacement for Marisa. Ichilin is the most tempting choice. And the fact that I have so many boost items might actually allow me to make her pretty viable. There's other options. Oh, yeah, I need to trigger it. Yeah. Let's say goodbye to Izuta and Soku. Now I'm curious, are we going to see the other mid-bosses? I don't really want to try popping one of them forcibly, like just going back and forth. Oh, there's one of them. Got the MB Behemoth. Oh, got another one of the best armors in the game, the Kappa Shell. I think the only one missing is the giant slime, which is actually that's a lot of weaknesses, but it's actually pretty nasty as well. Oh, there was a healing section here. This is the one room that has no mid-boss fights because there's a healing station here. So I thought it would be kind of BS to put the boss fight. There's a hidden chest here. There's a delicious pudding. But yeah, let's save here. I know there's boss fights here. Got the beam hacks. Oh, this one of those jerks again. And I'm lucky I'm able to run away constantly. I think we're right before the climax. So we won't have any encounters for a while. Except for bosses. There we go. We've got a safe spot where we can heal, shop, and change party members all over again. And before I choose Ichilin, I'm just gonna check the roster to make sure that it's the choice I want to go with. I feel like I unwittingly put more effort in this endgame than the other. I might have to come back eventually to the other to make it better. Iku could be another viable one. But by the time I reach a final boss, it should be nicely set up. Yukai I can hesitate to pick her, she's slow. Yeah, let's pick Ichirine. But before I do that, let's pick Marissa. Take their goodies. But yeah, I'm actually going to make a note here, open a WordPad file, and note that Shinki needs to start at level 80 if you have the tab is cleared. And your recruiter. Shinki at level 80 with Abyss. If recruited after Abyss cleared. There we go. Let's save. Come on. Okay, we're good to go. Just want to check how our strength compares to the others. 484. So yeah, the others are stronger than her. I have a feeling we're gonna hear that sound quite a bit. See that agility, let's give some to mana though. Rimwu doesn't really need to see the mana. Seed of Intelligence should go to Rimwu, yeah, to get our healing more consistent. HP wise, Seed of Knowledge, Seed of Fervor. Give this to Ichirine. Seed of Accuracy is kind of redundant for this party, but I'm gonna give them to the main character because for some reason sometimes he misses. Power Flower. And give the rest to Miko. We're almost good to go. Our agility. Do we have anything else to use here? There are the things like a bowl of fancy tea, but it gives which gives a permanent boost, but we're gonna keep them for fights. To give the cold iron gauntlet to Ichirine. Let's see, equipment wise, is there anything better? Okay, let's give her the... Should is nicely balanced. I'm gonna give her Dragon's Hide and give her Buddhist Relic. No way. There's the Megatama. How about the Guardian Ring though? Nah, it's inferior. It doesn't give as much magic defense. Gives other buffs, but I think I'm gonna stick with this. Alright, let's do a quick healing and then we're good to go. There we go. That's all taken care of. Let's go to the next section. If we have to check this door first. Yep, let's go to the next door. Oh, what? Oh, okay, we had to check this section. Okay. Now we can go to the other door. And now we save again, so we don't have to read through all this. There we go. Now we're ready for the next boss fight. We're gonna fight a blonde pigtail student. I remember that Yumimi is apparently an adult, but I don't think. Wow, wow, that came out so horribly bad. It sounded like another word. But yeah, she's just underage student compared to the other character. Or at least I remember that you made me at least graduated. It's been such a long while since I checked the whole tree. Although I did check some other stuff. Alright, let's go pick a fight with her. But yeah, Shirin is an example of a character that's mostly straightforward, but once she gets started at the proper level, she's actually really strong. And the fact that she has Vigor Plus also makes her extremely reliable. Support for items if necessary. Oh yeah, this should be fairly fast actually. Let's see how hard it shooting hits. Yeah, around what I was expecting, but she tends to be around these numbers pretty consistently. Should probably be able to do better if MCU's Mach, but I'm gonna keep using his attacks, so it's pointless to apply it. But as I mentioned earlier, this is a two-phase fight, so this second one I don't really worry too much about. It could be deceptively hard as well. Because that boss starts as a few new moves. Okay, that's actually very manageable. But thinking about it, I think that that Vigor Plus might be a bit OP as a buff at the same time, because it doesn't expire. Like usually it has a very hefty casting price. The exchange it doesn't run out compensated. And it's usually not a move that can be dispelled here. There's some really rare cases, but it's not something that happens usually. Pretty sure she has one dispel as but it's one of her last skills, so we probably won't be seeing it much. For the other endgame, we're not really going to BS much. We're just gonna go straight for the bosses. We're gonna ignore most of the treasures. I'll only pick the ones that I know contain important goodies. Oh, wow. Okay, this time I'm going to do is apply the barrier and fix HD's SPs. We should use that sort a move that goes from down to up. Probably gonna mean that we're gonna be very close to the end of the fight. Illusions, I think it's called Illusions End. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And it does remove Vigor Plus, yikes. So it's one of the rare cases where it does. There we go. That's one out of two. Hopefully Ichirin is gonna get the level or 2 before the final boss, but the others should be around like at least level 88 before the final boss. Which means that my goal to make it a player doing all the stuff, rewarding them to be ready with the final boss, seems to be working out extremely well after all. The fact that there's bosses you can fight here fixes those issues as well. Yep, let's get this choice to save here right before the next boss fight. So even if you lose, you won't have to renew it. Yeah, we're fighting this dude yet again for the third time. But now I realize that he is the boss that's fought the most in the entire game. Assuming that you do all the in fact, even if you were to do all the fights with him, and actually if you weren't to do the fight in Nameless Hill East, it would still be the boss that's fought the most in the entire game. He's fought a total of 4 times if you go for True End B. Actually, 1, 2. No, you fight. You can fight it up to 5 times. Never mind. It's only here that it starts to use a few new tricks. Doing stuff like being able to take you down immediately with a instant KO. But as usual, if you have protection against it, you'll be fine. At least it terrored into fly this time. Still, I don't assume it. I assume it's going to be another quick fight. Mostly like Chiuri. If you're strong enough, you shouldn't struggle too much against them. Ouch! Already Grand Slam. Oh, what? Their HP really get this low? Whoa, you're that area. Man, there's no way it was instant kill. Guess I wasn't paying attention. Because I'm pretty sure she's still using the Wind Guardian ring. Oh boy, she's going down again. Okay. And I just noticed that Miko finally hit the HP cap already. And again, her level must be really high, so it's not too illogical. Or nonsensical, rather. That's a new move. It can play instant KO. Although it's a new move, but not really a new animation. Actually, Ichin can probably attack this turn. Yep. I'm gonna attack. Gonna use barrier. Take this turn for Ichirin to heal Demo. It's nice to have my inventory much faster to scroll through. At least I seem to be finding no issues with the gameplay. I mean, no bugs or anything like that. There definitely are some issues with the gameplay itself, like Shinky, like I mentioned earlier. In terms of our equipment and buffs, Miko probably needs a mild nerf. Oh, we're pretty far. I'm trying to remember. It's the boss that is right before the final boss. No, it's the boss that is right before the one that is before the final boss. There we go. Although this fight is probably pretty close to being finished. By now our level must be really high. And her buff and her self buff is probably causing it to get really high there. Yeah, that's it for this section. We're about to reach the final alleyway. The interesting thing is that technically, even 9,999, the final boss can still be a bit of a threat for her because it can sometimes hit for 6,000, I believe. But that's pretty far in the fight. Bye bye. And thankfully, it's another boss. The true final boss is going to have, well, not gonna have, it has gives a player to save several times before, so if you lose to one of the sections, you won't have to redo all of it. Okay, didn't use a lot of bottle of melon juice for those fights. I'm surprised. Alright, let's make our way there. And fortify. Man, I keep making new sentences. We're gonna have our fourth fight with the Liberator. Hopefully I won't have to heal at all before reaching the boss. There we go. They're doing. By the way, what level Oh, Miko's level 90. That's probably why she's. But even then, I think her HP buff needs to be nerfed. By the way, let's open the word pack and add an extra note. Check for Miko's necessary nerfs for HP buff and her armor. Her armor is just too good. Like yeah, she still has her starting outfit. What if you buff Miko? Oh man. She'd be the strongest character in the game. At this point, she's already a top contender. There we go. That's the final fight before the endgame sequence. Hello again. We're fighting Izo Tensoku at the same time, technically as well. And we'll also replace Marisa with Ichirin. I use all my buffing items on her and most on her and Remu. It's kind of a more like a boss that won't fucking die already. It gets worse. Even I don't think the other guy that's the final boss of True End Game A is fought more than that. And what I'll do after I finish the final boss is I'm gonna check the events and modify them to teleport me to somewhere so we get right to the next in-game sequence. No messing around. That way it should be fairly fast and there's less bosses during True End Game A. Mostly mid bosses. There's only one actual boss on the way. There were SRL mid bosses. At least he didn't blind anyone with this. I think I remember what this nastiest moves. Yeah, there we go. When he starts using that axe, he starts to cause some problems because he applies the spell. To the point it even ignores, it even clears Vigor Plus. You're almost stuck fighting with your base stats during this fight. Or at least what you get from your equipment. Miko's taking a pretty good beating. Let's do it. Make her do it a job herself. Use Ichirin. I'm gonna take a turn to slow down a bit. Fortunately, there's no extra phases for this fight. There's just one phase. Oh, agility down as well, eh? And of course she lost her Vigor Plus. Which might actually kind of screw me over, because she relies on it a lot. Actually, did she lose authority? Because she still seems to have it. I did reapply it, so I might be wrong. Ow. At this point, MC has to take over as support. Fortunately, his move removes wound, which is really good because that AoE is annoying as hell. But it did remove Vigor Plus from each end, so that confirms it. That might be his strongest physical attack, I believe. Yeah, and it's annoying. Let's see here. Shin probably won't be able to attack next turn. Ah, you jackass. Nico might die this turn. And Shin still can attack, but... Oh, I'm lucky. She might survive. She should be fine. Still, it's a pretty overwhelming attack. The fact that it deals heavy AoE damage on top of being a move that inflicts a status effect that clears 10% of your HP. If she gets attacked this turn, she's very likely to die. Even if it's a AoE. If it's strong enough, it's going to take her down. Ah, there we go. Oh no, she's fine. Well, I'm taking some risks here. Should be fine. But she has terror applied on her, so might as well say she isn't fine. In fact, I need to heal her mood because she's gonna be slow this turn. In case she gets attacked. Ooh, okay, phew. She should not. Okay, shit. And heal. Oh wow, another turn where I have to waste. I'm keeping all my goodies for the final boss though, because I think it's going to allow me to speed things up considerably. I did it without them, and I was able to do it during recording, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue at this point to use them. And I consider the true end but true final boss A to be easier. But yeah, considering the moves he's using right now, he should be near defeat. Brand Slam is really one of his strongest moves. And since he can cast Thunder Force 6, that means also that he's really near the end. Damn. Okay, guess I'll do this. Attack with the chin and do mild damage. This turn, I can allow Remu to use Nue's speed as well. Just use a Sashimi to fetch him up and then attack. It's actually a pretty good turn when all of them can attack. Oh, great. Oh, you can also apply a very rare type of defense called Penetrate Defense. It has 5 tiers, and it's random which one she gets because it applies all 5 of them. It's one of the rare debuffs also that cannot be removed. Basically, it cuts all your defense by 1 to 5%. Like basically, she right now she's at 2% down, so it's nothing that too bad, but it's still could do a mild difference. There we go. And we get the Lightning Axe, which might be the best weapon for MC right now. But yeah, that's it. We made it to the true final boss. Let's make sure everyone is patched up. We're gonna need it. Shin is still fairly low in HP, but she's at 85 with extra stats, so yeah, she almost caps the strength limit. She even has more than a Miko, I think. Yeah. All those power flowers, yeah. Looks like at this rate we're gonna make it by 30 hour mark, so even while by skipping all the bloody dialogue, the game seems to be 30 hours long. Not too shabby. That's it, we made it. So everyone's pretty nice, at a pretty good level. 2 of them are 1 level ahead and Miko's 3 levels. No, this will save once again. That's it. Let's get this thing started. 2 phases. The first phase is one of the longest fights in the entire game. Because the first fight is actually split in 2 phases with the same boss. And unlike other fights where the boss just starts to use new techniques, this is an instance where the boss has a completely new HP bar and a completely brand new set of skills, which she doesn't have accessible in through an A in the first round. Hopefully there's a save section before the first phase, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a fairly lengthy dialogue bit. Evil human time. Although I guess it depends in perspective. She has good intentions. There's a lot of fear behind it, but at the same time, I guess it depends on the reader whether it's justified or not. Probably not. There we go, I did put a save. Wait, why are they on defense down? I don't get it. That is not normal. Yeah, I would have been surprised if a debuff applied here. Ow, that was aggressively loud. Okay, in this case, I'm going to apply Mock. Actually, I already did, and I won't use Memories of Gensokyo. I'm going to instead to use Thunderstorm. In fact, I should have used it from the get-go. It applies the Mock effect while doing damage, making it objectively a better option. And actually does respectable damage, so that's fine. Fortunately, stun isn't sticking, so... Whoa. Yeah, I actually want to use Cure All to fix their HP. Not too worried about round 1, though. This is round 2 that's actually where things gets pretty unusual with our patterns. I'm actually able to hit up to 7,000, so that's not too bad. That's actually, yikes. Whoa. Actually hit him for 3.7 thousand. And I didn't even put my best equipment. I didn't even take time to set up. That's great. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. They still have endgame goodies on them, so let's use Greater Miracle to be on the safe side. It shouldn't be too big of a problem as a move. All it does is heavy damage. I'll try to stall on using my best items until the final phase. Especially since I did my first run without any of them. Oof. Ow. Freaking close to 4,000 this time. Ah, yep, there we go. She actually applied intelligence down. I probably want to apply a barrier soon. I forget if she has access to Strawberry Crisis during this phase. It might be their only holdover carried to the next phase. She probably has a World Revolution move instead. Just have it. She didn't take a heal. Oh, okay. I don't actually need to heal her HP at the very least. She's fine. And this spell is not very common during this fight, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Ah, this is her ultimate move. Yep. At least for this phase. Yes, use your weaker moves for a moment, please. Ooh, I still should AoE with her. Screw it, I'm gonna AoE with Chain anyway. Attack, not AoE. Probably just a few more turns and it's gonna be over for this round. Actually, yeah, I'm not even going to heal at this turn. I'm gonna do this. Oof. Yeah, I think I'm going to use his AoE here regardless, just to be on the safe side. It's going to be expensive, but... And obviously if something goes wrong, I'll use those AoE heals, full heal items. Damn. Come on, Miko, do it. Nope, still not over. Oh no, that was her strongest move. Okay. Or was it? It actually did less damage. So I guess it isn't. Ah, finally. There we go. Phase 2. The caped version. Kind of like a... Oh, she says she's going I'll show all her ultimate power. All that happens is she shows her cape. But yeah, might as well consider this a completely different phase. I mean, different boss fight. Probably going to take around maybe the same amount of time than the previous phase. Maybe less if I'm lucky, we'll see. But she's gonna be much more stronger now. She starts a bit well, actually, now that I remember, she starts a bit mellow. Wait. I'm gonna take a risk here. You just have a change throw a sashimi at her, and if she's unlucky, she might go down. There we go. Damn it. We're off to a good start, that's for sure. Although reviving her and healing her puts her in a much better condition. And cure all. On the other end, once this fight is done, we only have one phase, and there's a save point before. And since I put plenty of SP items on Remu to boost them permanently, it's actually gonna... It's fairly unlikely she's gonna have issues being outpaced by the bosses. Usually I prefer to have the first turn before the boss. Okay, so it... Wait, so it applies penetrate, defense, and weaken at the same time. Ouch. I think that's what happened at the very least. Or maybe it even... Or maybe it's just that she removed all buffs. Uh-oh. At least Miko's real authority isn't cleared, but... Ah, yep, there we go. Here it is. I probably should have just used Ichirin to heal MC and have MC attack. Let's put Vigor at the very least. It's easy to can be applied and heal at the same time, so there's not much of a consequence to use it. So, oh, okay, that's blind. Great. As for you, heal. And I'm not even going to bother attacking with her this turn. Oh, great, another blind. If I remember correctly though, Thunderstorm is a spell, so shouldn't have to worry about it missing. Yep, it's good. Alright. Now watch her get blinded all over again. Ah, nope, it's removed. It's good. Once the strawberry team names start popping up, that's when we know that we're pretty far in the fight. Oof. 4,000-ish damage. Would be good if I could get a barrier up. But yeah, this is one of our strongest skills, so we're pretty far in the fight, indeed. Now, if I could attack with more than one party member during a turn, that'd be even better. But it's kind of hard to do anything with MC right now. At least I should be able to do it over 10,000 this turn. The moment she does a single target move, that's gonna be great. There we go. Let's have MC himself heal himself. And then put the barrier. How much HP she has actually? Actually, I should be able to heal even if I have to AoE next turn. There we go. Yes, please use that move. Except when it blinds people. Let's see here. What should... Wow, I'm actually... Okay. Melon Juice, AoE heal, attack, and have her heal around that space. This Miko can reliably attack, as long as she doesn't get blinded. Even then she can use her magic. It won't be as strong, but at least she has other options, compared to Ichinin. Attack, and then remove blind. So she's gonna have defense down on her, so that might help. Ah, there we go. Now we're pretty far in the fight. But man, SP consumption is really hard to maintain. Ooh, she's gonna have enough for another attack next turn. Forget if it has any nasty tricks. I do remember it attacks really hard, but that might be it. Where's Sashimi? There we go. Do this. Attack. Not like that she's going to be really low on SP, but oh well. I'd rather have her attack than Ichilin, because she's gonna hit harder. Yeah, if we see Strawberry Crisis pop up as a skill, we know that we're extremely near the end of the fight. Oh, he's gonna die. What? I don't know what happened here, but guess I didn't pay enough attention. Oh, he's gonna revive after. So if she AoEs, is going down right. Yep, there we go. Like it's getting really bad now. Oh dear. Wait, I need someone to revive. Yeah, like this, and have Ichilin heal herself. There we go. We should be in a good spot now. Have MC remove. Actually, I got a better idea. AoE heal with him. Play any barrier. Use. Illumina. Heal removes SPs. Oh wow, that did barely anything. Oh yeah, might as well use Greater Miracle. And I don't know. Not much this turn actually, because Illumina is garbage in terms of damage here. Okay, and I have Ichilin heal herself, and she's gonna kill her pretty fast. But at least we know that we're extremely near the end of the fight. It's very close. And once she's down, we don't have to do it again. At least Ichilin isn't blinded this turn. It's just hard to be able to attack right now, as long as blind keeps popping. Should be as much of an issue with the final phase. There we go, we're doing fine now. Fine enough to even apply a new barrier. Hopefully this might, somehow this might be the last turn, but I don't think so. I think I need a few extra turns to finish her up. Oof, again. At least I haven't been forced to use any of my most powerful healing items, even though we got our very close call at some point. Yeah. I was wondering if it was the hardest boss sequence in the game. That's very likely to be. Oh, it can like paralyze. Oof. It was nastier than I remembered. Actually, this turn, I have to either remove it and attack with the rest. She's in a decent HP spot. And here we go again, freaking blind. Oof. Yeah, MC needs his precious SP's back. Remember the fight being much faster last time, so maybe I'm just unlucky in terms of what she's using. Oh wow, it's wonderful. Because to babysit him. Oh, she actually... Did she attack before I did? No, she didn't. No attack this turn again. Damn. I'm totally going to use those items in the next fight. And screw it, we're gonna use a glowing sunflower and MC. It's not one of the strongest resurrect items yet. Although, wow, I wasted their turn. Wow, and they can't. Don't even have enough speed. If I can at least. What am I doing? Okay, at least this turn I can attack for once, and for Ichin, well, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna use Remuto AoE heal, attack with Nico, and have Ichin heal herself, and if she's lucky, she's gonna zero it. And she's gonna get no. Okay, I'm lucky. Finally fix Ichirin SPS issues. We're getting there. It's really close to being finished. Yeah, look, there we go. It hits hard, but it's manageable. What's not so good is... Ooh. Might still be able to do some healing if necessary, which might be the case. Yeah, he can still use his weaker AoE, so it's not that bad of a scenario. Yeah, I thought it might be not too long, but sheesh. Maybe I need to nerf the boss. Screw it, attack with him. Attack with everyone, screw it. I got the option to do it this turn, so might as well take that opportunity. Oh, finally. Just gonna check something real quick. Looks pretty quiet too, so makes me wonder if I should even bother with the other. I mean, yeah, since I'm playtesting properly, so we'll see. No think. Just been sadly watching. Oh, what is this betrayal? No, I'm just kidding. For the past whatever, past 2 hours. I'm just kidding, obviously. All right, so we're final fight, finally. Secretly arrived. It's been making a map. Oh, working on a toe emblem or whichever it was called. That actually did less damage than I thought it would. How much does it cost to use our skill? Not that much actually. Can't believe that the final boss is the most terrifying calculus problem I could imagine. A 3-dimensional ship. Oh dear. It's actually a modified sprite from Nightmare Rebellion, except it more made to try to fit with the other sprites. Probably one of the very few sprites that I picked up and will keep from the person I asked it from. But suddenly, dramatic music in caps. Although there's 2 themes for this game, one non-Toho and one Toho as the final boss theme. And yeah, MC's SP costs. Maybe I should have used those SP items on him because he still struggles to use them. Although I'm going to use those puddings and everything soon enough. Hey, I even got a skill based on one of the names of a Doom map. Forget about that. At least mildly based on it. Because I think it's called the Ode of Destruction, not the Circle of Destruction. Ow. AoE wound, physical damage. The one good thing about this theme is that it's hard to hear it several times. So basically it's not as likely to loop like the other one because the thing lasts like 9 minutes and something crazy, and the music rarely repeats. And I see MC's oh yeah, I think it's weak to electricity, that's why. Ah, stun, great. I'm gonna use it as a turn to refresh my barrier. I think this is the only vocal theme in the entire game as a whole there. I've been trying to just steer clear of them as much as possible. Oh yeah, Oscillation, oh dear. The thing that's nasty about the Oscillation is it does heavy damage in the area. That's what I was going to say. There's an AoE version, except this version causes wound. At first it's not too bad, but once more AoE starts popping up, it starts to become almost ultra oppressive. Because like the other true final boss, this one has a lot of AoEs. The other one has more a variation of single target attacks with nasty effects. One of the only silver linings is that the MC now can clear a wound while healing. I think that once Crystal crystalline barrage starts popping up as a skill, we're gonna start using those heavy items. Because that's when it does extreme damage combined with wound and silence, although it's single target obviously, otherwise that would become big bullshit. Like AoE silence, I don't think it's a viable option for this game. There's not enough resistance items for it. It would break the game. Unless I put resistance items. That on the other end would be reasonable obviously. Now, if only MC could attack more of them. Then again, in the future, Nitori might be able to back up support as a healer because she's going to have some healing rays. Oh wow, we didn't even. It took less than 9 minutes to make it to the final phase. Well, or rather, the final stretch because this is not another phase. And that's it. I don't remember. No, it's not. I was trying to remember if Liberator was the final AoE it had. No. It's a frantic version of Shinki's ultimate AoE instead. Oh, I think that's his strong. He barely did anything. I guess he has resistance to this. But yeah, this is where I'm going to start using my ultimate items. I have a feeling it might be extremely loud though. Actually, no. I just want to check if the music is just too loud. I just want to check. No, it's actually perfectly fine. I'm surprised. Pretty surprised by which circle did it. I believe it was Neutral. Neutral was actually the first group I had a CD from, which I got from a contest from a Toe 9 where I got 3rd place. It was kind of a boring CD with acoustics, but the music was a bit janky. But ever since I checked Neutral's other CDs, they have a library of really good music. Like their metal CD for a Toe 11. Classic Canadian. Then again, all the players were Canadians, so I don't know about this. But yeah, I wanted to find a good remix of Rand's Necrophantasia, and I thought that was probably the best available. It's impossible. The first place winner must have been secretly American. Actually, I'm trying to remember who won. While I'm trying to set this turn. No, I think the winner was Canadian. The second one I think is Filipino. But she made it in 2nd. I actually beat her, but my total score was inferior. Good thing you can resist that. That thing can do obscene damage. Wow, that was easy. Wow, we made it. That's it. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit fairly lengthy because we're gonna go through the entirety of the endgame dialogue, the credits, the post credits, and then we'll be warped to the dev room. We won't explore it since I guess I want to spoil it, even though it's available on YouTube. But at least it's can remain not spoiled. And then once we reach the dev room, we'll be able to check um, uh, our final time. It's probably around 3 hours, but yeah, we got the credits. Once we're done, I'm gonna open RPG Maker to set us up for the other endgame. But it still took 2 hours and 30 minutes, basically, which was surprisingly lengthy. But yeah, like I said, the other section is gonna be much faster normally. Most of the bosses are a bit easier. Whoops. I need to remove Ina from here though. Which reminds me, I didn't recruit her at all. And here we go, we got the post credit sequence, which shouldn't be too long, and then we'll be ready to take care of the rest. And I might need to get some water a bit later. And that's it.